The French manufacturer claims the Renault Captur is its first foray into the popular crossover market, a car that is tall and roomy like a 4x4 but based on a normal hatchback underneath, so it's easy to drive on the road and relatively cheap to run. Having said that, there was the Renault Captur on sale for a couple of years, but it wasn't quite as good as its soft roader rivals and wasn't a big seller. The Captur, however, is looking a better bet with a comfortable ride, practical sliding rear seats and swoopy design cues to help it stand out from the crowd. Despite the missing E, its name is pronounced the same as the word capture, and Renault hopes it can do just that to the attentions of buyers interested in fashionable small 4x4s such as the Nissan Juke and Mini Countryman. Distinctive design and appearance, it resembles a taller, chunkier Renault Clio hatchback with a raised ride height, plastic sill guards and large diameter wheels to give it a tougher appearance. Although it looks like an off-roader, and feels like one to sit in because of its elevated driving position, it feels very much like a car to drive. That's not surprising, as underneath it's built on the same underpinnings as the 2012 on Clio, with which it also shares some elements of its interior. You'd be best advised to stick to the tarmac in the Captur. It's front-wheel drive only, and there's no four-wheel drive version planned. Besides, it's not a bad machine to drive on the road with a comfortable ride and solid handling ability. Practical touches: its overall dimensions are relatively small. It's only 6 centimeters longer than a Clio, which makes it easy to maneuver and park in urban areas. It's also relatively light, at less than 1,200 kilograms. The boot isn't quite as big as you might hope, but does include a generous amount of extra storage in a compartment under the boot floor, and there's plenty of space when the 60/40 split rear seats are folded down. As standard, the entire rear seat bench can be slid forwards and backwards to create either more knee room or greater luggage space. A neat touch for higher trim levels is zippable seat upholstery, which can be removed and put in the washing machine or replaced altogether. Range of customization options: there's plenty of standard kit, with even basic Capturs getting 16-inch alloy wheels, Bluetooth, keyless start, hill start assist and the cruise control. Renault aims for personalization options to be a key part of the Captur's appeal, with a range of contrasting exterior colors for the roof and mirrors available, as well as differing interior trim colors, wheel designs and decal packs. A selection of manual and automatic petrol and diesel powertrains are available, with CO2 emissions as low as 96 gkm for minimal road tax costs. There's plenty more information about the car inside our full Renault Captur review. Click the categories above to read on. Performance: 3 engines are available from launch, 2 petrol and 1 diesel. All 3 are turbocharged. Petrol engines: the petrol lineup is a choice between a little 0.9-litre engine with 89 bhp familiar from the Clio, or a brand new 1.2-litre unit with 118 bhp. The latter is available only with Renault's dual-clutch automatic EDC-efficient dual-clutch in Renault Speak gearbox, also found in the Clio GT line. It's a smooth and quiet engine on the road, and the automatic gearbox swaps ratios in an impressively swift and seamless fashion. Programmed to change up fairly early to save fuel, it can be a little slow to respond if called upon suddenly for overtaking, but a manual override function where you change gear by nudging the chrome-capped gear lever forwards and backwards helps to make progress easier. Overall performance from the 1.2-litre engine will more than meet most drivers' needs. Diesel engines: Renault Captur performance is also perfectly ample when powered by the 89 bhp, 1.5-litre unit. It's a smooth and tractable engine on the road that's reasonably quiet at normal road speeds. It's paired with a 5-speed manual gearbox that has an impressively smooth and user-friendly action. From April 2015 a higher output version was made available, with 108 bhp. As well as being Euro 6 compliant, the more powerful 1.5-litre unit promised up to 76.4 miles per gallon and emissions as low as 98 gkm, meaning free of tax. An automatic gearbox option for the diesel engine is available from the latter part of 2013. All Capturs with a manual gearbox, whether petrol or diesel, are equipped with an engine stop and start system as standard, which cuts the engine when the car is stationary and in neutral to help save fuel. To further improve efficiency, a switchable eco mode can be selected via a button in the cabin which adjusts engine settings to save up to 10% in fuel consumption, Renault claims. Handling, quite reasonably, the Captur doesn't corner like a sports car, but it's nicely composed and doesn't roll around unduly in the way that you might expect from a tall, 4x4 style car. It also rides very well, soaking up bumps smoothly without feeling wallowy. The steering is extremely light, which makes it feel a little short of feedback, but it's accurate and precise nonetheless. That extra light steering, together with the car's relatively short overall length, makes parking an easy task, and it's an easy machine to drive on both open roads and urban streets. Equipment. The Captur's equipment grades are arranged in the same way as the Renault Clio hatchback. There are 4 trim levels: Expression, Expression Plus, Dynamic Medium and Dynamic S Medium. Standard Renault Captur equipment. All Capturs, regardless of trim, get sliding rear seats, a key card for locking the doors and starting the engine, electric door mirrors, hill start assist, Bluetooth connectivity, a USB port and jack socket for MP3 players, cruise control and a speed limiter system. The range starts with the Expression version, which despite being the most basic variant is pretty well equipped. It's fitted with 16-inch alloy wheels and all of the equipment mentioned above. Expression Plus, the next grade up, adds front fog lights and body-colored door mirrors and handles along with automatic lights and wipers. Mid-range trim Dynamic Medium is expected to be the best-selling version of the Captur in the UK. As the name suggests, it includes Renault's Medium system, which comprises a touchscreen Navtec Nav and Go satellite navigation system, a Bluetooth interface and USB connectivity. This spec also includes cornering lights which swivel with the steering to aid visibility in tight corners at night, and seats with removable zipped covers which can be put in the washing machine for cleaning, or replaced altogether. Range-topping Dynamic S variants get heated front seats and the City Pack electric folding mirrors and rear parking sensors as standard. They also look a bit more swish as they come with 17-inch alloys in a choice of colored inserts, a selection of contrasting roof and door mirrors colors and darker tinted rear windows than the rest of the range. A reversing camera is standard for the Dynamic Medium level and above. Optional Renault Captur accessories. Personalization is the key theme for the Captur. From launch there are 3 customizable themes to choose from, each of which is split into further packs that can be purchased to change the car's overall color scheme and trim elements for both the interior and exterior. The most extensive list of customization options is available for dynamic versions. On the outside, you can choose from 3 contrasting colors for the roof, mirrors, wheels, radiator grille trim, fog light surrounds and a distinctive stripe on the side sill covers. Inside, you can happily color in the steering wheel, center console, air vent surrounds, speakers and glove box should you wish. There's also an array of decals available for the roof, bonnet and tailgate. There's also the usual list of optional equipment, such as metallic paint and heated front seats along with Renault's Link multimedia system, already seen in the Clio, which comprises a 7-inch touchscreen with a TomTom sat-nav system, enhanced sound system and various apps from the online Link store. The top Dynamic S version gets the City Pack, which includes electric folding mirrors and rear parking sensors. a standard, but it can be specified as an option for other variants. Comfort. The Captur's ride is very good. It soaks up speed bumps and potholes with aplomb, but retains a good level of body control at all times. There's also a refreshing lack of body roll in the corners, so occupants won't feel seasick on twisty roads. There's a bit of wind noise at dual carriageway speeds, but no more than most cars of a similar shape, and overall Renault Captur comfort levels compare well with rivals. The seats are a little on the firm side, and although they're comfy enough for short journeys, you might find them a little more wearying over longer motorway jaunts. Practicality. The Captur's relatively small length means the boot isn't enormous. It's 77 litres bigger than the Clio, however, and there's 80 litres worth of storage space underneath the boot floor, which can be removed easily if needs be. The boot floor is also reversible, with a carpet finish on one side and a plastic cover on the other for easy cleaning. Apart from a reasonably deep cubby hole integrated into the top of the dashboard, interior storage space is at a bit of a premium in the Captur. Most versions feature a couple of optimistically small cup holders behind the handbrake rather than a central storage box, and the door bins are too small to hold all items, as most of the space in the doors is given over to large speakers for the stereo. Renault Captur practicality across the range is boosted by a standard-fit sliding rear seat bench unit, which can slide forwards and backwards to create either more knee room or more boot space as required. The seat back nearly folds flat and can be spilt 6040. Dynamic trim levels also feature unzippable and removable seat covers, which can be put in the washing machine or replaced altogether if required. Safety. Renault Captur safety credentials include a set of 4 airbags front, head, chest and side, seatbelts with pretensioners and headrests designed to reduce whiplash. ISOFIX child seat mounts, a standard fit for the front passenger seat and 2 outer rear seats. Like its Clio sister car, the Captur has been awarded 5 stars in Euro NCAP crash tests. It scored 88% for adult occupant protection and 79% for child occupant protection. Reliability. Renault Captur reliability should be very much in line with the Renault Clio, with which it shares many of its oily bits. 2 of the 3 engines, the 0.9-litre petrol and the 1.5-litre diesel, are already on the road in the Clio, while the 1.2-litre petrol is a brand new unit. Both petrol options are designed with a maintenance-free timing chain, while the diesel engine has a long life timing belt with changes at 90,000 miles or 6 years. Interior plastics feel hardening, and the removable seat covers on high-level models can be removed and cleaned to keep the cabin looking fresh.